Hit it, Phil.
Can it be the breeze that fills the trees with rare and magic perfume? Oh, no, it isn't the breeze, it's Jackson time. La, da, da, da.
Stay tuned.
Right after this episode.
For our discussion.
Yeah, I'm not going to be that good, really. Thank you very, very much, ladies and gentlemen. My God, he looks so much younger on television. I guessed it, didn't I, when I walked out? But I want to say that I'm really very, very happy to be here for the Royal Variety Show, and I feel that this is a sort of a return engagement for me. You see, I was here for this same show, for the Royal Show in 1949, and I was such a big hit that they brought me right back again 12 years later, you see. Fortunately, I've had other work in between, you know. I mean, I don't depend on this entirely for a living or anything, you know. You know, I'm in television and I do concerts and benefits and things like that. And but anyway, here I am again. Of course, this may mean nothing to you, but the Prudential Life Insurance Company is thrilled at this thing. But you know, I must tell you, Friday, we arrived Friday, and I was met at the airport by incidentally, I wasn't introduced when I first came on, so those of you who do not recognize me, I'm Bob Hope, you see. But I know he's in town. I thought I'd take advantage of it. But when I arrived Friday, I was met at the airport by Mr. Delfont, who is in charge of this show. And before he even said hello, he walked right over to me. I got off the plane, and he said, "Jack, it's a very long show, and you'll do 8 minutes." Then as we synchronized our watches, he said, "Did you have a nice trip?" And I said, "Yes." And imagine I flew 8,000 miles practically to do 6 or 8 minutes. 8 minutes he allowed me. It was 8 minutes, that was it. And he, of course, I can't understand. I was here, when I was here in 1949, they allowed me 35 minutes, you see. But of course, that was for landing, doing my act, and getting out of England at this time. This I couldn't figure out at all because my great-great-great-grandfather was a British hero, you know. His name was Benedict Arnold. And we don't talk very, very much about him at home. But I must tell you, I have a doctor here. I'm not changing the subject or anything. It's about my arrival. But I have a doctor here in London who is one of my closest friends. And we've been friends for many, many years. And although we do not see each other often, we write to each other, correspond. And he worries about me a lot, this doctor here. And I'm not going to mention his name. First place, it's not ethical, you know. And then in England, I wouldn't save anything anyway. But he worries about me. He thinks that at my age, now that I'm working too hard. And he said, I can't understand you, Jack. Here you fly all over the country. You're getting older. It's time to sort of, take it easy now. And, you're doing television shows every week. And you never did that before. And you're playing nightclubs and all. He says, why? He says, why do you do that? He says, surely it can't be the money. Now, there's a man who is a brilliant surgeon. But the minute you take off his rubber gloves, he's an idiot, May I have my violin, please? Well, that's their opinion, you could want about it. Mr. Collins, could I have a violin? Well, thank you very, very much. And I'd like to play my theme. I must say that I'm a little bit nervous tonight. I don't know whether you can notice it. If my wife were here, she would notice it. And a funny thing, I'm only nervous because I'm never nervous where I should be in television, where it's really my livelihood. And here, for some reason, I'm a wreck, and I don't know. I'm doing it for nothing, this whole thing. I don't know, maybe that's what's making me nervous. I don't know. But I guess the reason when I do, because I have done the command show, as I said before, and also a midnight show, The Night of 1,000 Stars. And the reason I'm nervous is because, well, when I'm out here in front of an audience and I'm surrounded by so many British stars, I feel so unimportant at that time. It's like being stranded on an island with Marilyn Monroe and a boyfriend, You have a feeling you're not needed, in this thing. Could I have A, please? I have been referred to, by the way, as the Van Gogh of the violinists. Because during my last concert, I was playing Mendelssohn, and a woman got up in the middle of the house and said, my God, he's lost his ear, in this thing, and that's how... We'll play, and, I was so... I must tell you, just one more thing, and then we'll play. If I got just a half a minute, I must tell you, Maurice Chevalier is on the show, and we're very good friends. So I thought, here's a chance. He's coming back to... America pretty soon, you see. So I thought I'd ask him if he'd be a guest on my show. And he said he'd like to, and I told him it's a half-hour show. I don't pay too much for these things, you see. And I asked him what he wanted for about 5 minutes as a guest. And without hesitating, he looked at me and he said he wanted $7,500. This is for 5 minutes, So I just stared at him. I mean, I don't know. I didn't bat an eye or move a muscle or anything. I believe they call it temporary paralysis. But anyway, let's play our theme song. Okay. Dave, why did you stop?
Your 8 minutes are up.
Oh. Oh, I see. Oh, well, I'm sorry. Thank you very, very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, I've been trying to think all day of the one sort of way of describing our next star. I think the only word is fabulous, because it's fabulous Shirley Bassey.
Happened along. Oh boy, I'm lucky. I say I'm lucky. This is my lucky day. I'm shooting high, got my eye on a star in the sky. Shooting high, I'll never stop till I get to the top. Tell me why. Shouldn't I? You know it's you I'm after. You're my lucky star. I'm on a rainbow rafter, climbing up to where you are. I'll have a time, it's a climb, but I'll make it alive. Shooting high, shooting high, shooting high. I'm shooting high. If you are lonely, then you will know when someone needs you, you love them so. I won't betray his trust, though people I've got to stay true just as long as he needs me. If you are lonely, then you will know when someone needs you. You love them so. I
Gracie. Gracie, say hello.
Hello.
You look very pretty tonight.
Well, that's because I just came from the beauty shop at the Dorchester. And, George, while I was there, I heard the funniest joke. It had everybody dying laughing, you know. Would you like to hear it?
Oh, we'd love it. All of us would love to hear it.
All right. This one fellow said to the other fellow, "If you don't think so, brother, you ought to see my wife."
Is that the whole joke?
Well, there was some other stuff up ahead of it that I didn't hear, but that's...
By the way, Gracie...
That's the line that had everybody dying laughing.
How was your brother?
Which one, the tall one?
The tall one, Willie, the one with the scar on his neck.
Oh, the appendicitis scar.
Oh, no. Appendicitis is on the stomach, you see. Appendicitis is down here.
I know, but you see, Willie was so ticklish
They had to
that
operate.
they had to operate.
How is Willie? I said, how is Willie?
Willie?
Willie, yeah.
Oh. Well, Willie broke his back, you know.
Oh, I didn't know that. Broke his back.
On account of he's left-handed.
Broke it on account of he's left-handed?
Yeah, you see, he had a donut in his right-hand pocket, and when he tried to get it out with his left hand...
He broke his back?
Yeah.
Well, the next time he's got a donut in his right-hand pocket, tell him to try to take it out with his right hand.
Well, that's hard to do when you got your pants on backwards. You know?
He had his pants on backwards?
Yeah, you see, Willie bought a suit with two pair of pants,
Uh-huh.
see? And he wore one pair frontwards and one pair backwards.
So that he could go either way, I guess.
Yes. That's when the truck hit him.
The truck? What truck?
The truck that didn't have its light slit.
Well, why didn't the truck have its light slit?
Because he had his pants on.
Now, wait a minute. Did the man in the truck have his pants on backwards, or did Willie have his pants on backwards?
Oh, George, you're trying to confuse
Yes, I'm
me.
confusing you. But the fella in the truck, why didn't he have his light slit?
Because it was in the daytime. He didn't have to.
Well, if it was in the daytime, didn't he see Willie coming?
Oh, he didn't know it was my brother. He just saw two pair of pants coming towards him, so he drove
between them?
right between them, yeah.
Gracie, this family of yours, do you all live together?
Well, my brother and my uncle, my cousin, and my nephew, they all sleep in one bed, you know.
I'm surprised your grandfather isn't sleeping with him.
Oh, he did, but he died, so they made him get up.
That's the cue. Stop. Gracie, is your sister Bessie in London with you?
No, Betsy couldn't come because she had to stay home on account of her canary is hatching an ostrich egg, you know.
The canary is hatching an ostrich egg?
Yeah, but the canary, you see, was too small to cover the egg. So, Bessie had to sit on the egg and hold the canary in her lap. Yeah.
Music. How was Bessie feeling?
Well, she's all, but the other night, a terrible thing happened to Bessie. She woke up in the middle of the night and she let out the most awful scream.
Well, what happened?
Well, when she woke up, she looked down and her feet all turned black, you see.
What did you do?
What could we do? We sent for the doctor, you know.
And what did the doctor do?
He took off her stockings, and we all went back to sleep again.
Stop. Is Bessie happily married?
Yeah, she has 8 sets of twins. You know.
8 sets of twins?
Mm-hmm. You see, her husband makes bookends for a living,
I see.
and it affected their whole lives. Yeah.
Music. We'd love to do a little more, but we're not prepared.
I am.
You see, they told us that we can only
See,
do
I could do
about
some
7
more
or
if
8
my
minutes.
brother Willie was here, but
we're
Willie
trying
isn't
to keep
here,
it
so
down to
I
that
just
time.
can't do anymore.
And
I
we
could do
really
that
have
all by
another routine,
myself,
but
you know.
my advice is that we
poor
don't do
brother,
it
Willie.
because it's sort of a long show.
Willie was held up, you know.
And,
held up by 2 men.
And I don't
Two
want to
men
go
held
into
up
this
Willie,
at all
two.
because
Two
I know
men.
that there's some
2 men
wonderful
held up
people
Willie.
coming
2.
on.
2 men. 2 men held up Willie. 2 men.
2.
Mm-hmm.
2 men.
Mhm.
Your brother,
Uh-huh.
Willie,
Uh-huh.
was held up by
Uh-huh.
2 men.
Mhm.
Where?
All the way home.
What does Willie's wife think of Willie's drinking?
Willie's wife?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean Rover?
Her name is Rover?
Yes, you see, when she was a little girl,
Yes.
you see, they moved and they used to live across the street from us.
Uh-huh.
And once my mother said to me, I think it would be kind of nice if we called her Rover.
And
so
you
we
did?
did.
Music.
Hello there, Daddy. How are you? Listen, I was wondering.
Sir, what can we do for sir?
We?
Yes.
I thought you were here by yourself. You gotta. Oh!
What can I do for you?
I didn't understand.
Yes.
I was wondering. I'm in town for just a brief few minutes.
Oh, yes, I understand.
I would like to buy a hat.
Yes, what particular hat did you have in mind?
I'd like to buy one of these derbies.
Do you mean a bowler?
No, I don't bowl with her. I play a little golf with her every once in a while, but that's about the extent of it.
No, sir, the hat is called a bowler.
Oh, the hat!
The hat is a bowler, you
Oh,
see.
I didn't
We have various sizes here, and of course, over there, as you see, is our international section.
International stickler. That's all. Look at this.
Oh, no,
Isn't that wonderful? You can do all kinds of jokes with this. Many men smoke, but few men chew. This will ought to get you. This ought to get you. Well, I keep hoping, Mr. Dillon, but nothing's coming out. And then I do other ones like, like impersonations of people like Cary Grant. Hello, my darling, I tell you I love you. Yes, I do. Where is all that girl that you tell me about? I do all those kind of things. And then, oh, look at there. A derby. Oh, no. And I've changed our local Italian to Italian things. What they used to be. A rickety-kee, a rickety-coo. Well, you don't understand. You see, I'm an American.
Oh, really? I would never have guessed.
No, you don't understand. I'm an American entertainer. I'm Sammy Davis Jr.
Yes?
Yeah, and I do impressions. And I sing and I dance. I Jerry Lewis. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. doesn't get to you, right?
No, sir, it is almost time for tea. Now, do you or don't you want a hat?
Well, I don't want to spoil your tea time.
Will you step into the department, please?
That department?
Yes.
We get it.
Now, sir, I think we have a hat. It's the new bra.
It's the new bra.
Yes. Oh, sir. We do have a big head, don't we?
How would you like a rap right in your mouth?
Oh, sir, I really think this might be it.
Do you think that might be it?
I really do.
Let me see.
That's it. Hold it. Don't move.
You want me to stay like this the rest of the night?
No, sir. I have to give you the last article to make you look like a typically British gentleman.
It does give me sort of that distingué feeling, don't you think?
Oh, it's superb.
I mean, do you think it's really right for me?
Oh, I do, sir. I mean, really, if you would just glance this way, this is exactly how I came to work today.
It's a wonder you weren't arrested. I tell you what, seriously, since you've been so kind and so generous to help me,
Yes, sir.
I was wondering, do you think, since it's hands across the sea and all that sort of thing,
Oh, yes.
could we do something together?
Oh, let's.
Shall we dance? Shall we lay down some leather? Shall we fly?
I may go on.
Shall we dance?
Shall we make us some music, you and I?
On the chance that you must learn to do a step like this.
You go first, because I can't do the cha-cha.
This is difficult, like working with Sinatra. Okay, I'll take the chance.
On the clear understanding that Gene Kelly will not show up, shall we wail? Shall we fly? Shall we die?
Just 1 second. On the clear understanding that Bruce Forsyth will not show up, shall we wail? Shall we fly? Shall we die? Back up, back up, back up. Trying to take over the entire show, aren't you? Trying to do it. Now, I'll give you a lesson in tapology. Well, Stanley, it's your turn now. Go ahead.
Now?
Now. You've gone too far this time, Sir Percy. Even the Scarlet Pimpernel won't save you. Come here, come here. I'm going to give you one more chance, Daddy. Yes, sir. Here we go.
He forgot to pay.
Scotland has produced many great entertainers in its time. We have now the latest star to be born just over the border. First Royal Variety Show for good luck to you, mate. Andy Stewart, come on there!
I've just come down from the Isle of Skye. I'm no very big and I'm awful shy. And the lasses shout when I go by. Hey, Donald, where's your trousers? Let the wind blow high, let the wind blow low. Through the streets in McGuire go. All the lasses say hello. Donald, where's your trousers? It took me to a ball and it was slippery in the hall, and I was feared that I would fall, for I had nae on my trousers. Let the wind blow high, let the wind blow low. Through the streets in McGuire go. All the ladies say hello. Donald, where's your trousers? Now I once went down to London town, and I had some fun in the underground. The ladies turned their heads around, saying, Donald, where are your trousers? Let the wind blow high, let the wind blow low. Through the streets in McGuire go. All the lasses say, hello, Donald, where's your trousers? Well, that's the way we sing the song in Scotland, but probably nowadays it would have more international appeal, sung something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, Lord, just gone down from the Isle of Skye, and I'm nowhere picking them off for shy, and the lassie shout, well, I'll go by here now. Oh, well, do that. Let the wind blow high, let the wind blow low. Through the streets of Montreal, I go. The ladies all shout, go, go, go. No, no. Oh, will you do that? Well, man, I got her rock and roll. I got her moving and moving to see my soul. Grab you till and go, go, go. No, no. Oh, will you do that? Will you do that? Just a minute, man. What do you think you're doing? Man, I'm rocking it, man. Man, I'm really moving this old Scotch tune. I will just you stop moving this old Scotch tune. It should be sung exactly like this. I've just come down from the Isle of Skye. I'm no very big and I'm awful shy. And the lasses shout when I go by. Donald, where's your trousers? Let the wind blow high, let the wind blow low. Through the streets and McGuire go. All the lasses say hello. Donald, where's your trousers? Donald, well, Donald, where's your trousers? Thank you very much. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. May I say how very thrilled I am to be here this evening. I'm also very nervous because this is my first time abroad. I knew I was going to be abroad, so I decided to feel at home. I would wear the kilt. And I do feel at home in the kilt, and I'm very, very glad to know that the wind has dropped down south. We have another song in Scotland which goes something like, the Highlandman, he wears the kilt, and when the wind is blowing, he doesn't know where the wind comes from, but he sure knows where it's going. And I've got most people in England are very interested. I wear the kilt, and this is the tartan of my clan. I belong to the Stewart clan. Of course, I'm not the only gentleman in the show who belongs to a clan, but I don't think there's a Sinatra tartan. I come from a town which is not very far away from the very famous city of Aberdeen, and if I do one thing in London, I want to dispel this rumor that the people who live in Aberdeen are mean. There's not a word of truth in this. This is a very bad rumor. It actually was spread by the people who live in Aberdeen themselves, just in case anybody wanted to borrow money from them. We have the classic example of the two old Aberdonians walking down Union Street. One morning, one turned round to the other. He says, "They tell me that Geordie McNabb left £10,000. His friend says, "Geordie McNabb didn't leave £10,000. He was taken away from it." However, be that as it may, I'd like to sing for you now another song. This is a song which I've been very happy to be associated with. It's a song called "A Scottish Soldier." There was a soldier, a Scottish soldier, who wandered far away and soldiered far away. There was none bolder, with good broad shoulder. He'd fought in many a fray and fought and won. He'd seen the glory, he'd told the story of battles glorious and deeds victorious. But now he's sighing, his heart is crying to leave those green hills of Tyrol, because those green hills are not Highland hills or the Island hills. They're not my land's hills, and fair as these green foreign hills may be, they are not the hills of home. And now the soldier, the Scottish soldier, who wandered far away and soldiered far away, sees leaves are falling and death is calling, and he will fade away in that far land. He called his piper, his trusty piper, and bade him soundly a fever of sad to play upon a hillside, but Scottish hillside, not on those green hills of Tyrol, because those green hills are not Highland hills or the Island hills. They're not my land's hills, and fair as these green foreign hills may be, they are not the hills of home. And now this soldier, this Scottish soldier, will wander far no more and soldier far no more, and on a hillside, a Scottish hillside, you'll see a piper play his soldier home. He's seen the glory, he's told the story of battles glorious and deeds victorious. The bugles cease now, he is at peace now, far from those green hills of Tyrol, because those green hills are not Highland hills or the Island hills. They're not my land's hills, and fair as these green foreign hills may be, they are not the hills of home. Oh no, those green hills are not Highland hills or the Island hills. They're not my land's hills, and fair as these green foreign hills may be, they are not the hills of home.
My love is never gonna die. Remember, oh Samantha, well I'm a one gal guy. Together, oh Samantha, we could ride a star and ride it high. Please remember, oh Samantha, well I'm a one gal guy. But if some distant day you should come to me and say, get away, go away, goodbye. Well remember, oh Samantha, well I'm the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 gal. Well, I told you it was really something to look forward to. You know, there's so many stars in the show tonight, and the running order's been changed so many times, I really haven't got the foggiest idea who's coming on next. You know, so if you don't mind, I'd just like to have a look to the side and see who it is. Oh, oh, good. Oh, fine. Lovely, lovely. Now, I know you're going to enjoy, ladies and gentlemen, Arthur Haynes.
I'm sorry about you. Look. You've made a bloomer.
What, why?
I've been on in the first half.
Were you really?
Well, of course I was.
Well, I didn't announce you, did I?
Yeah, where did you get to?
Well, I saw you standing there doing this.
Well, you were doing it to me, so I thought I'd do it properly.
There's no need to be rude about it, is it? Well, look, well, you were standing there.
I was just having a look. I was having a look. I'm entitled to have a look.
Well, you haven't helped me at all. You see, I want to find out who's on next. Who's on next?
You should read the programme. You'll find out who's on next. They're on the side,
oh,
the two boys.
Is it the two boys? It's Morecambe and Wise. Come on, boy. Morecambe and Wise.
Hey, wait a minute. It's not us. Oh. No, we were on in the first half.
We were we?
Yeah.
Oh.
Were you mean?
Were you?
I didn't see.
Well, the first half. Yeah. Just a minute.
Who else?
You didn't say you were going to say that, did you?
I kept that back. I held it back. You've got to hold something.
Yes, he's built his part up no end.
I'll say he's built his part up.
Give them one line and they go mad.
Get one in, you know. I'll get one in.
I don't know. Hey, maybe it's the interval now.
Nah, it can't be the interval.
Can't be the interval.
What, why not?
How are we going to find out?
Well, it could be the interval. You never know.
We were
on
in the
first half.
We were on in the first half.
Come on.
It's not the interval, no.
They'd all been having a drink, wouldn't they?
They'd all been having a drink.
They'd all been having a drink, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
What?
Let's go and have a drink.
Yeah, good idea. No. We're going to find out who's on there. I've got an idea. Tell you what, look. You two make your minds go blank. Make your minds go blank. You two. I know my head's getting in the way again. I know, yeah. All right, you two make your minds go blank.
Us two?
Yeah.
What about him?
He's all right as he is.
We were on in the first
Yeah, I know you're at the first half, yes. He's building it up. Right. Now then, your mind's a complete blank. Now, what are you thinking about?
A girl.
Oh, he would go. I'm mucking up. Have you ever thought of a girl before?
Only once.
When was that?
When I was only in the first half.
Well, look, get out of it. And what are you thinking about?
Two girls.
Oh, you're just as bad. And what are you thinking about?
3 girls.
3 girls. Have you ever thought about girls before?
Only once.
When was that?
When he was on in the first...
Hey, that's it! I've got it! We're ready.
3 girls.
Do it, yes.
My love, ladies and gentlemen,
The McGuire Sisters!
That's a plenty's got a beat in it, the rhythm's got a lot of heat in it. I bet you 5, 10 to 5, it's gonna get you doing what it's doing to me. The Dixieland comes oozing out of it, the Dixielanders sure are proud of it. They call it jazz, what it has, that's a plenty for me. It takes you down to New Orleans, down Basin Street with all the queens. You don't have to have the mean, a little bit of rhythm and you're going right with them. Shut my big brown rolling eyes if you don't rock it to the skies. Hey boy, say boy, that's a plenty for me. You're gonna get mellow when that fella blows his horn. Where the blues are born, you'll be gone. The trumpets are trumping, ain't that something? Beat it out, brother, there's no other remedy. And that's a plenty, plenty, plenty for me. Gonna go down to New Orleans. Come along, bring along your queen. That's a plenty for me. Come on and hear that orchestra play. You'll lose the blues, they'll drive them away. Pick up your heels, come on and be gay with music, music, music. If that's the treat that you're looking for, don't go down to the corner store. Here's a beat and a plenty more for you to it'll get you doing what it's doing to me. And when you're in the mood, no stopping it, you're gonna blow your top. And if that is jazz, what it has, that's plenty, a plenty, a plenty, a plenty, plenty for me. For me, for me, that's a plenty. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, and good evening, everybody. In an effort to find something other than rock and roll, and we do believe there are other things, we'd like to sing, thank you, Elvis. We'd like to sing our version of a beautiful old song, and of course, with a name like McGuire, the song would have to be Danny Boy. Danny boy, the pipes are calling from glen to glen and down the mountainside. The summer's gone and all the roses falling. It's you
I'm now going to introduce the last star, but it is so completely unnecessary. Just play a little of the music, Harold, will you?
Ladies and gentlemen, after the crazy gang, it must seem strange for you to see an old man who is reasonable, you see. You know, ladies and gentlemen, I was very touched when I was asked to come and appear tonight because I have been appearing for the royal family for such a long, long time, you see. I think the first time goes back to King Edward VII when he came to Paris, you see. And since then, very often I've been singing for the King and the Queen. And to feel that I've been asked tonight has made me very, very happy and also a little bit hoping, you see, hoping that maybe one day, if I have a little luck, I could sing for Prince Charles, you see? Who knows? And maybe for his descendants, who knows? Ladies and gentlemen, anyhow, it's a great honor and I appreciate it terribly. I'm going to sing a song that I'm sure that some of you must have heard somewhere since 2 or 3 years. Each time I see a little girl of 5 or 6 or 7, I can't resist the joyous urge to smile and say thank heaven for little girls. For little girls get bigger every day. Thank heaven for little girls. They grow up in the most delightful ways. Those little eyes so helpless and appealing, one day will flash and send you crashing through the ceiling. Thank heaven for little girls. Thank heaven for them all, no matter where, no matter who. Without them, what would little boys do? Thank heaven, thank heaven, thank heaven for little girls. Ladies and gentlemen, in America, when I do my one-man show, I always end my act by a song to pay homage to all the ladies in the audience because they have been kind and friendly. For that, I have chosen an American song that is very cute, that is very charming, and which is a sort of the best compliment that a man can make to a lady. So tonight, I'm going to pay first my homage to the most important lady in the audience, and then I'll sing it to all the other ladies in the theater, eh? So, Your Majesty, with all my respect, all my admiration, and all the love that all the people of my country have for you, please allow me to sing to you in this time when a new great little one is enriching your family. Please let me sing to you You must have been a beautiful baby. You must have been a wonderful child. When you were only starting to go to kindergarten, I bet you drove the little boys wild. And when it came to winning blue ribbons, you must have shown the other kids how. I can see the judge's eyes when they handed you the prize. I bet you made the cutest bow. Oh, you must have been a beautiful baby, 'cause Majesty, look at you now. You must have been some beautiful baby. You must have been some wonderful children, when you were only starting to go to kindergarten. I bet you drove the little boys wild. And when it came to winning blue ribbons, you must have shown the other kids how. I can see the judge's eyes when they handed you the prize. I bet you made the cutest bow. Oh, you have been some beautiful babies, 'cause ladies, look at you now. Oh, you must have been some beautiful babies, 'cause ladies, oh, look at you now.
Ladies and gentlemen, now the finale. Here are all the artists that have entertained you this evening. All the jazz band. The jazz band. The Dorothy Girls and Boys. They're ready. Your Majesty, Your Royal Highnesses, my lords, ladies and gentlemen, Sir Alan Herbert has written a few words, especially for tonight, and it's my honor to read them to you. For 50 years, the new mechanic age has done its best to drive us from the stage. We can be photographed, recorded, canned, and sent to every dwelling in the land. Why should the citizen attend the Star? He's got her in the kitchen or the car. Yet the old stage still lingers in the land, and here, miraculously, ma'am, we stand. Ladies and gentlemen, our thanks to you for kindly coming and for staying too. You have, be sure, put better days in store for good old players who can play no more. Your Majesty, dear mother of the Queen, you can bring sunshine into any scene. Your smile that is the world's delight. How proud are we that you have smiled tonight.
Well, hello again. This is JackBenny speaking. I am joined by Kathy Fuller-Seeley and John Henderson.
Hello.
And hello. we are here, and John's outside. That's kind of nice.
It's a beautiful summer day.
That's what it looks like. That's fantastic. And I'm wearing my summer shirt, though it's raining outside. But hey, what that? Because this is our JackBenny special summer. Come on. Anyway. Today's episode is a unique one because it is the Royal Variety performance, and Jack's in it, George Burns is in it, and Sammy Davis Jr. is in it, plus a lot of other folks, and Maurice Chevalier is in it. It's been posted before by lots of people, but it's all been broken up into pieces, so it was all over the place. So I just took all the pieces out there, not even the same person, it's like a bunch of different people posted this. So I took all the pieces, tried to figure out how they go back together again. I figured out the end. So the last, 4 or 5 acts are correct in order. After that, it's piecemeal. And I just did it like a Benny fan I thought would like it. So I have JackBenny opening the show. Then there's one act to give him time to get dressed up, because then he does the next bit he does is with George Burns. And then they come out and he and George Burns do their bit together where he's playing Gracie like he's done many times in the past. And so I thought, okay, he's going to have time to get ready for that. It wouldn't just be who walks off stage and walks right back on with George Burns, because unless he's a quick change artist or something. So that kind of made sense. And then the rest of it, who knows? The middle part is anybody's guess. And so I just kind of threw it together the way it kind of made sense. But it'll be neat kind of seeing this all put together again. There are missing pieces. Max Bygraves was on here, and I looked and I couldn't find Max Bygraves' part. I'm going to take another glance out there just to see, because I don't know if I searched specifically for George Burns. So I'm thinking if Jack had a solo piece probably George Burns had a solo piece too. I doubt he would just come on and just do this bit with Jack, but maybe he would. I don't know. Because it could have been that they were both booked to do it, and then he called Jack up and said, "Why don't we do our bit?" And he's like, I'm sure Jack would be game for it. So Jack seems to love dressing up like a woman sometimes. So there you go. Anyway, let's just go around and see what folks kind of thought of this. This is from 1961, and and for folks tuning in, this is going to be the closest to live we've ever had, because we're recording this and it's supposed to be put out there tomorrow. So it'll be on, if you're looking at us if you're listening to us, come to us on Spotify, and you could actually watch it on Spotify. I know what you're saying. You're like, Spotify, they don't even do full videos. When you watch a video of someone, they're like just a little clip. But for podcasting, they let us do entire episodes in video format, which is great. So anyway, our all of our video stuff is always on Spotify. And then a week later, I post it to YouTube. So if you like watching on YouTube better, that's fine. You're just going to have to wait a week. So if you want it early, get onto Spotify, because I have all of I think 57 folks that are view it regularly, are followers or whatever. So and on my JackBenny one, I think I have 4,000 followers or something. So we could use more followers on Spotify. Come on over. Anyway, let's go around and see what folks thought of this one. Let's go with John first. John, what stuck out to you, or what did you like about this thing? Before John starts talking, let me take one thing. John and Terry Phillips and I already talked about, we presented just Jack's opening bit before, and we talked about it and spent a while talking about it. And I love having, whenever we can have Terry come in, even if it's old Terry from a year ago or 2 years ago. So we're gonna do this intro, will go, and then we'll switch over to that intro, and that will be talking specifically about the JackBenny bit. So we won't talk too much about Benny's own bit, but we didn't talk about Benny and Burns and Allen. Benny playing with Burns and Allen anyway. So now let's go to John. John, go.
Yeah. I had seen the JackBenny part before, which is cool to see, like a little part of JackBenny. But I think it's really neat that you were able to like go through and, like a detective, find all these different pieces and put it together, so you get an idea of maybe what the whole performance was like. So that's pretty cool. Sammy Davis Jr. is always a great entertainer, and Maurice Chevalier. I just watched the movie In Search of the Castaways with my kids. It's a Disney movie, and Maurice Chevalier is sort of the lead, the star, and my daughter just thought he was the most hilarious character in that movie. And that is just like a year after this. He's probably practically filming it at this point. So
wow.
Yeah, it's interesting to how everything sort of fits together, and you see all these different pieces. As a JackBenny fan, with JackBenny and George Burns, they've done this bit before, and I'm sure Kathy will tell us more about that. I would say this one, I don't know, he doesn't have the impression as spot on as he has in the past. I feel like he's sort of phoning in, or he's done it so many times that it's just almost like a thing that he does, rather than he's like embodying the character. But it's pretty interesting and amazing that he's been doing the same bit for so long, and it still works, and the audience is loving it.
Yep. Well, also you're getting a little further away from, because Burns wasn't doing this with his wife. I mean, she'd retired in 58, so this is like 4 years after that or something, and so, which is kind of nice, I would assume, because you get to see a flavor, a style of work with George that you haven't seen in a number of years. So that's probably kind of nice, I would think, for George to revisit that every once in a while. But anyway, Kathy, what were your thoughts on it?
Well, thank you for putting it all together and digging up, because I'd never seen any of it before. So it was new to me, and I was really impressed. And I don't know if this is just the way that the BBC, how it was shot and filmed, or the theater seemed pretty intimate. So not like a 5,000, I mean, because Jack coming out and doing that first routine, it sounds like you're in the room with him. It doesn't sound like he's on this cavernous stage in front of thousands and thousands. So I thought that was quite interesting. And I appreciated that. I agree with you all that this version of the Gracie Benny routine is just the most sort of quiet, least sort of frenetic, or the excitement of, oh, he's dressing up, he's doing this perfect Gracie Allen imitation. So I thought that was kind of interesting. I read something about a review of the show, and it was either this episode, either this annual version or like one right afterwards, one soon afterwards, where the Queen Mother shows up at the end to say, thank you for having been at the performance. And they'd worked in a joke that said something, ma'am, your car, the police say your car is in the way. And someone off stage throws keys onto the stage as if the performers now, the Queen Mom had thrown her keys onto the stage for the performer to go take it away. And that for the Brits made them laugh a whole lot. So
I would think so. Well, we do get a chance to see her at least in this, because at the end she kind of waves and they kind of show her. It was one of those things that was one of the trickiest parts of this thing when I was putting it together, because it'd be a part that you want people to see. So a couple different people had attached it in different places, and I was like, okay, where does it go? But there was enough of a clue of what they were saying that I could figure out which one was the pasted on one and which was the one where it really belonged. So I figured that out. Like I say, the last part of this is all correct. The other thing I was just thinking as you guys were mentioning this and as we're talking, Jack is famous within his fan base to often joke or comment on the fact that he wanted a rehearsal, and would say, oh, you see why we need a rehearsal, because something would get muffed up or something. I'm starting to think, as I listen to more Jack and get more of this going, maybe Jack didn't only want the rehearsal for his folks, but he might have wanted the rehearsal for himself, because maybe it makes himself tighter. My impression with this is maybe that he and George had done this so many times that they just went with it without a rehearsal. And Jack just thought, oh, I'll pull this off. This will be fine. But because I've done this so many years, but I'm willing to bet it's been a big gap that they haven't done it. I know they did it a lot early on, and then they did it on Jack's show twice within a 2-year period. Yeah. And then this is 7-8 years later than that. If they haven't touched it since then, and Jack comes in, even if he's done it 10-15 times, maybe with him over, but they were all in the early 50s, I can see how you'd be like, oh, sure, we can do that. We pull that off many times. But then you realize, oh my goodness, I'm getting older and I can't remember and can't. So you're almost thinking about the lines and thinking about what I'm supposed to say, and that stops you from giving a full blown performance, because you're not. You maybe haven't rehearsed it. Maybe they didn't. It also wouldn't surprise me at all if this was kind of a last minute thing where he told Jack, oh, bring your stuff to be Gracie, and we'll do that. But who knows when they both flew in and got there and all of that. So maybe they didn't have time for rehearsal either. So that could be,
and you know what,
contributing piece.
He didn't crash and burn. No. It was a fine performance. So we're just so used to this high level that this is oh, it's just slightly lower.
Exactly. Well, that's the thing. I mean, with Jack, you're just so used to perfection that you just are like something seems a little off, I don't know. But I will say his solo piece that he does with the stand-up comedy, I mean, I remember John and I went back and listened to our discussion of it. I mean, we were just blown away, because we hadn't seen Jack do just sort of straight stand-up, and to see him do that and be so effortless and just seem I've been watching a lot of comics lately, new comics doing their bits, and some of them, the ones that folks find really interesting, are the ones that almost don't seem to have an act. They sort of just come out and just talk to the audience, and it goes back and forth, and they make things up on the spot. And that's sort of, I mean, Jack's not really talking to the audience, but it's seeming like it's almost a stream of consciousness thing that he does that's just really good. It really seems like you just don't feel like, oh, here's a practice bit that he's throwing out there. You feel like, oh, he's doing something, and it almost feels spontaneous, and it's not.
That is a great point, Daryl. And if you just compare and contrast Benny with Maurice Chevalier, Maurice Chevalier will just stand there, and to me, it looks like he's just radiating Mr. Show Business.
Yes.
You know, so I can't imagine Maurice being as sort of quiet and intimate and things like that. So they make great bookends.
It really does. They're wonderful that way. And there's a lot of, I love the McGuire Sisters performance in this. That's fun. I almost didn't have that one. I started reading about it, and then I thought I'd check. And so I looked, and it wasn't easy to find. It was a little trickier, but I put the year, and I put like the performance and the whole thing, and in a list of things, there it was. And I was like, oh, that's what I want. So I'm glad I was able to get that piece, because if it was missing our last, it was a bit of that last piece, that last 4 acts or something that we have definitely correct as it goes, because someone before that, right at the end of their bit, which wouldn't have made a lot of sense if we wouldn't have included McGuire Sisters, say, like, they do a countdown sort of thing, I think, like 3, 2, 1, and it's the McGuire Sisters, and then that would be nothing, right? But I was able to cut it. It was great because it had that, and I had a little overlap between that and the actual performance. So I was like, okay, where do I cut this? Since I tried to cut it, it came out just about right, where it's like, and the McGuire Sisters, and then you can tell there's a little bit of a flickering of the video, but then the curtain opens and there they come out, and it's like almost seamless. And so I was really proud of myself with that. So there you go, some good editing. Anyway, I hope you guys all enjoy this whole thing. And anything else to point out about this one, or is that covered pretty well?
Well, I think we'll go a little deeper with Terry.
Yes, I think so too. All right, so enjoy us. We're John and I will be right back with Terry, and I'll go from clean shaven to a full beard instantly. I think John stays the same. I think he's had a beard in between, but I think he's back to no beard. So it's like perfect timing for John. He's just going to change his shirt, and maybe not even that. I don't know. We should have figured that out and had you wear the same shirt. That would have been great. Anyway, all right. See you folks all later. I hope you're enjoying our Summer with JackBenny. We sure enjoy bringing it to you, and it's just fun stuff to do and fun stuff to bring together. And I don't think anyone's ever presented it like we are chronologically, and so it's a good time. So see you all next time. Well, hello again. This is Buck Benny speaking. We continue our world travels with JackBenny, and we have our friends John Henderson with us today from This Day in JackBenny. We also have our friend Terry Phillips here from Imagine Air Theater. But it's just charming to see him do just kind of his stand-up and how well it works. I laughed out loud at a decent amount of this. We're not going to give too much away, because I don't want to give much away, but there's one of the funniest bits that I've seen is the violin bit that happens in here is just outstanding, and just a payoff for anybody who's enjoyed Jack for many years will just love it. It's one of those bits that if you were watching this is not the first thing to watch if you're going to catch Jack for the first time. It really plays on the history of what we know about Jack and everything. But just a wonderful piece. I've been having an argument online lately about JackBenny. They had somebody put out a list of all the top stand-up comedians, right, of all time, and somebody was arguing that Jack should have been on the list and he wasn't on the list, or he was too low on the list or something like that. And I did a little argument saying, stand-up wasn't Jack's biggest thing. I said he's really, if you were going to list the great comedians, or the great talents in comedy, he should be right there at the top 5. But as far as stand-up, I don't think of him. But this does show you how strong his stand-up was, and it was charming. So let's go over to Terry first. Terry, what did you think about this? What stood out?
This was the Royal Variety performance. The whole show lasted 2 hours and 22 minutes. It was a command performance. Queen Elizabeth was there. Yes, the same Queen Elizabeth who's on the throne as we were speaking. But the bill included George Burns, Sammy Davis Jr., Shirley Bassey, Maurice Chevalier, lots of absolutely top names from that time. And I agree with you, Daryl. This was Jack Benny at his best in a way that we don't usually think of Jack as a stand-up. There's one reference that some of our younger listeners or viewers might not get, and it's a reference to somebody named Van Gogh. Vincent Van Gogh was famous, among other things, for having cut off an ear. And so if you don't know that, one of Jack's jokes might not land for you, but that's just a minor thing. What's more important to me in this brief clip is the thing that Jack is, I think, most appreciated for among comedians, which is his timing. You hang on every line, on every nuance, on every turn. And it's so deliberate, it's so slow, and it's so funny.
Yep.
For me, when he was holding a violin in his hand and about to play, and then stopping and talking, and then about to play again, to me, it is one of the great performances with talents that I don't know of any comic today,
right,
or maybe ever, could pull off.
Right. And yet it feels so casual the way he presents it. It's like he doesn't have a bit, but he does have a bit. It's hard to explain. You just got to watch it and see this, but it's like no one else you'll ever see. And it's short. It's 10 minutes, but it's 10 minutes of delight and 10 minutes of yet another facet to this wonderful comedian that we love so much.
And there's one last thing I want to say about Jack Benny, which is his universality. This was recorded, performed in front of an audience in London, England, and yet everything he said landed with them. Now, it is true that the British and other people know a lot about American culture, and Jack Benny was already, world famous, and yet they got every joke. And it wasn't like he was particularly tailoring it for a British audience. It's just that he was universal in his appeal.
Well, and I love the part, I'll just give away, this is not much, but just the fact that he was there in 49 and talks about how they demanded that he come back, so or whatever. The joke is, because it's been a long time since he's been back there, but he plays it up really well. Anyway, John, what are your thoughts on it?
Well, it's interesting to hear the old radio show where he comes back from England and he talks about playing the Orpheum, how the audiences were, how he did, talking about his live performances. And I've always been like, I wish I could see one of those live performances, or at least hear one. And I've looked to see if I can find any, recordings of live performances, and I have never been able to. So it was great when you came with this, and here is, a chunk of a performance of him on stage at the Orpheum. So I thought it was really interesting, and to sort of overlay that on top of, those parts of the radio show is really interesting. It was, when I imagined it, especially the way that he described it, it's always so, I don't know, I guess my imagination was different than this. This was more real, like the Jack Benny that we've seen already. And I'm like, duh, of course, it's Jack Benny. So I should have known.
It's not going to change entirely. He starts delivering lines like Bob Hope. That would be hilarious, but no.
Yeah, I do think it's an interesting question of Jack Benny as a stand-up comedian, because we've seen him on his television show doing some monologues and doing some straight jokes. And it's like, we can see what are his strengths, which is like the pauses, the looks, and things like that. And maybe some of his jokes are a bit predictable on the television show, but that's probably because he's got writers who are trying to, pump out content, especially by the end of the run.
Sure.
Whereas this, I think he's probably got a number of bits that he saves for his live performances, and so he's able to hone them like a stand-up comedian would if he's going from town to town. So yeah, I thought this was a great, sort of snippet of what Jack Benny's like on stage.
John, I'm so glad you used the term casual, because maybe more than his timing, that's what Jack's appeal was. It was like he was just talking to you. He wasn't reading scripted material, even though I'm sure this was very carefully crafted, but it just seemed so natural. Even to the point of the ending. I won't say anything about the ending other than that it was unique.
Yeah.
And believable. It was just, I mean, there aren't very many comics you can say have a perfect set. This was a perfect set.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, if you'd think with Jack, if you got 10 minutes, boy, he should be able to do a pretty honed piece for 10 minutes. I mean, the guy's been presenting for years and years and years. But just for the audience, but also for you two gentlemen, I think you're going to be interested, because one of the trips we're going to take, most of the trips we're going to take as we travel the world with Jack, are going to be his episodes that were designed to be his tour of the world sort of thing. But I thought we've also been throwing in things like today's thing that's performing somewhere, but it's not part of the actual show. This is just something different. Well, there's a whole presentation that he did in Australia that is very much more the stand-up sort of thing mixed in with it's a whole special that he essentially does for Australia. And so we're going to be presenting that one during this run, and I think that one will be especially interesting to people because it's yet another kind of different piece that you're not used to seeing. So something to look forward to.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, without further ado, let's let them enjoy these 10 minutes with Jack after enjoying these whatever 15 or 20 minutes with us. So, believe me, his 10 minutes are better than what we just did. So don't turn it off now, please. We'll see y'all next time. Thanks so much, guys.